all, welcome to What's Cooking in the Payments Kitchen. We have Ankit Gaur, who heads business at PhonePe Payment Gateway and online merchants, and Praveen Kumatahali, who heads product at merchant business. So today's special on the menu is device tokenization. PhonePe just launched its solution, and it's a big move in the world of digital payments. But let's break it down. What exactly is device tokenization? Actually, let's begin with what is tokenization.
Perfect. Okay. So tokenization is a process through which users save their cards on merchants. So let's say I am going to Swiggy to order food, and I do that regularly. Instead of entering the card information again and again, if I want to save that information, that gets saved as a token, and my card information is still safe with the banks and the networks. Now, this was introduced by RBI and by card networks about 2.5 years ago. And the spirit or the intent behind this was to make sure that users' card information is extremely safe and secure.
So that was tokenization. But what is device tokenization and what does it mean for a card user?
Okay, so with tokenization, I as a user can go save my card safely and securely on, let's say, Swiggy, right? Now, let's say I want to purchase a product from a particular business for the very first time, right? And I want to check out using or pay using my card. I have to enter my card information, my 16-digit card number, expiry, CVV. It's very, very cumbersome, right? Now, what device tokenization lets me do is I can save my card on that device. Let's say I have my phone, I save my card information on my phone. Every time I use my phone to check out on any business, I don't have to enter my card information. I can just pull the card from my phone and say use it, right? So very, very seamless experience for a customer, and it smoothens the checkout journey.
Alright, so users get a smoother and safer payment experience. But let's flip the script. What is in it for businesses?
Okay, so we know from a consumer standpoint, it means more safety and convenience. From a business's standpoint, it reduces the number of hops that a customer has to make to complete a card payment. Reduced hop means a faster, frictionless payment and eventually leading to more higher success rates. And that is what businesses go for when they're looking at the payment journey of a customer. Now, that's the consumer experience part. What merchants also get is from day one of going live, they get access to a very large growing base of saved tokens. Then we've also talked about the safety part. From a merchant standpoint, safety, a more secure way of making a card payment means lesser chargebacks for them.
That brings up an interesting dilemma. Merchants have traditionally relied on saved cards for their platforms. If users start storing their cards on their device, does this anyway negatively impact merchants?
Actually not. I think it's a very positive experience. I think it's very positive for the ecosystem. Here we are actually entering a new era of collaboration where this allows merchants to focus purely on the customer journey during their sale process, during their entire journey of the customer on their website, and let payment players like us help get their checkout and payment experience much faster and better. So I think there's a clear role definition, and I think we are all playing on our strengths. The merchants playing on their strength of their customer journey, and us playing on the strength of the payment journey.
And to add to what Ankit is saying, right? Like I think it's more of a complementary solution, right? Today, a lot of our merchants have implemented tokenization, which we call as COFT tokenization, which is user saving card per merchant, right? Now, let's say I'm Swiggy, I have a bunch of cards saved on the platform, right? Now, when somebody like PhonePe brings this solution to me, this is additive in nature and incremental in nature. It's no way conflicting with the card base that the merchant might have already gotten from their customers. So it only adds to a merchant's ability to make the entire checkout seamless, right? So which is great, right? It doesn't conflict. It is incremental or additive in nature.
Right. So let's talk about challenges now. Device tokenization sounds like a silver bullet, to be honest. But does it have any limitations? What should businesses be mindful of?
Couple of areas possibly, yes. One is that this solution works only on phone as a form factor. So whether a merchant has a mobile web solution or an app, device tokens will only work on that. It will not work on a desktop solution. However, the way we are seeing the trends that we are seeing, most of the transactions today in the online space are happening on the phone, right? All of us use phone as a primary method. So to that extent, not really a big challenge, but yes, to that small percentage of those who are on desktops, it won't work. Um, and the other thing to keep in mind is the fact that because it's a device token and the tokens are linked to the device, if a consumer changes their device, they will have to re-tokenize the same cards. So there's that added work that a merchant customer will have to do when they change their devices. Other than that, nothing that the solution is lacking.
Before we close the kitchen for today, one quick fire round. One bold prediction for the future of digital card payments.
Well, interesting. I think specifically with respect to card payments, right? If I look at how users use their cards across online and physical stores and pay using cards, right? Today, a lot of the users are expected to carry their physical cards with them. So let's say I want to check out on a business for the very first time. I need to have my physical card with me to know the 16-digit card number, the expiry, the CVV, all of those details, right? I think with things like device tokenization, that's going to go away. The need for carrying the card all the time, is going to get eliminated. Number one. Number two, for physical store checkouts as well, if the same device tokenization solution will pivot towards tap and pay, right? So as a consumer, I save it on, let's say, PhonePe app. I can use it online on the merchant checkouts and offline at physical stores where I can just do a tap and pay, right? So it's beautiful. So today, a consumer whose need to carry a wallet is reducing day by day. I think, especially on cards, the need to carry a physical card also will reduce significantly.
If I were to take a guess, I would say my prediction would be the fact that the way we are doing authentication for a transaction, which is today OTP, will go away. It will really become either as seamless as just using your fingerprint or your face auth, right? So I think this will make it far more seamless, where you don't even have to wait for an OTP to come, enter it. You can just use your fingerprint or your face to authenticate the transaction.
And that's a wrap on today's What's Cooking in the Payments Kitchen. Thank you, Ankit. Thank you, Praveen, for being a part of it. Stay tuned for the next one. See you.